Hi, hello. I decided to do a quick what I got for Christmas video. First of all, I'm sorry for the whole recording circumstances. You can maybe hear the kids outside, maybe hear the clock ticking. I try not to look like shit, which I kind of do for some reason. I don't know. This entire Christmas season, I've been getting breakouts and insanely dry lips and oily hair again. I don't know what's up with that. It is what it is. I hope nothing of this is in any way distracting from the video, which it probably will because I addressed it, but I don't know. Here we are. What a positive start to a video. I really have a way of doing that, haven't I? Let's get started. So I'm going to start actually with some of the stuff that I gifted to other people. If you watched my last video, you will know that I mostly just goodness, these kids. I mostly just gave around my Christmas cookies, but I also got some perfume for my mum and certain other food items that she really likes and she always steals from me with consent. So she can have some of her own. Actually, it's just some vegan stuff. Like the rest of my family is not vegan, but sometimes my mum really enjoys certain vegan items that I buy for myself. So now I got some for her, and I also crocheted some loops, and those were for my father and his girlfriend, for them to share. Like, I'll blend in pictures and stuff so you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, they both like colorful stuff, so I did one in purple and I did one that I tried embroidery on, which is my first ever embroidery, and I think it looks okay for a first attempt, but I think there's time to get better at this, and maybe in 5 years I'll give them something similar and then it will look good, actually. But it's fine. I feel like with the self-made stuff, if everyone knows that you're still getting into it and stuff, it's fine. Like, my family doesn't mind. I wouldn't mind either being gifted something that is not perfect, but like handmade. We just love that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's what I was giving. And what I was getting is, well, first of all, let me show you this ring, which is actually for crochet. I still have to Google how exactly to use it. You can just but basically put your yarn in it, so it, I don't know how to express this in English. It's just a useful item for crochet because it was an advent calendar about crochet, so that was just in the last door of it. You don't say door, do you? Who cares? Anyway. So I got that one, and I don't know if I will actually use it. Again, I have to Google how exactly where to put it and how to get the yarn through it and stuff. But I think it's really pretty, so I guess I'm just gonna wear it as a ring. Like right now, I got it on my little finger there. I feel like it fits better on the ring finger, although it's a little bit tight there. Guess I can just wear it either or whatever. And then what I actually got for Christmas, I don't know if you can see it sticking out there. That is actually a poster that I got from my brother, which is very nice. I don't often get like proper gifts from my brothers. Like sometimes it's, you know, just a good old Christmas hug. And I mean, I just give them Christmas cookies, like I'm not complaining or anything. But this time he got all of us movie posters, and I got one for It Chapter 2, because I'm a horror movie fan. And actually, a few years ago, I gifted him for his birthday that we went together into It Chapter 1, because he couldn't go alone, and I was 18 already. And so we went together and I could take him with me and we could go watch it in cinemas. And we did not watch it Chapter 2 together, but yeah, it's a nice poster with Pennywise on the front. I haven't put it up yet, but once I have, I will take a little clip and I hope I can insert it into this video. That would be great. Then from my mum, I got something that I had been wishing for. that I really wanted, because if you've watched my videos from a couple of weeks, 2 months ago, I'm not sure, I've been reading Harry Potter, rereading Harry Potter in German, and I have never read them in English, actually. I hadn't read them in many, many years to begin with, so it was really great re-experiencing this after all this time, and I, just wanted to read them in English now, so I wished for the Harry Potter series in English, and I also got to choose the edition. I don't need to be surprised with presents, so I'm very happy if I can choose them, because I don't know, people are usually not particularly good at choosing gifts for me. It's not like it's completely off, but it's just for example, some random book that I'm not particularly interested in, so it just stands there for 5 years and I never read it. I managed to do that myself. But when other people give me something and I can't find any use for it, I don't like it that much, I feel really bad. You probably know that feeling. So I was very happy about that, and I went through editions, and I'm a Hufflepuff, so I was considering getting the Hufflepuff colored edition, but honestly, I don't generally these editions for the houses, it's just a little boring, to be honest. And also I like getting hardcover books, because I don't like when the backs get damaged through the reading and stuff, so I prefer getting hardcover editions. And that would have been a bit expensive, and this edition was on sale, so it wasn't ridiculously expensive. I mean, honestly, it's a fair price for that many books. It's 7 books in hardcover, right? But still, it's a lot of money. And with that edition, I do find the illustrations a bit cheesy, but they're children's books, so it's fine, right? But the more I look at them, the more they grow on me, to be honest. And I really like the fact that if you take off the book covers, the book sleeves, you know what I mean, and it's the book itself still they have different colors, right? That's the point. The books have different colors if you take off their sleeves. That's what I'm trying to say. And I love that, because while reading, I do like to take the sleeves off. I know they're there for protection, precisely when you're reading them. But I hate that feeling of them slipping around and stuff. I just don't like it, so I take them off while reading. And the fact that they still have different colors makes me so happy. I don't know, it's just incredibly visually satisfying, I guess. I guess either you get it or you don't, it's fine either way. I just personally am really happy about that. I like the design, so I'm going to show you each and every single book. From my dad and his girlfriend, I got some money. This is the deal that we have, but I also got a nice little card. This time my younger brothers that live with my dad also wrote a tiny little bit on it, which I'm very happy about. That's new. I love that. Maybe it's not that new and I just never noticed because their writing styles are too similar, but this time I noticed. I never bothered to ask, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm happy. So yeah, there's that. Let me think. Yeah, that's what I got from other people. Some small stuff from my grandparents and shit. I'm not gonna get into that because it's just some more money, to be honest. We are a family that acknowledges that it's people know what they want themselves best, so we just give gift cards, money and stuff mostly. And I know in some families that's seen as rude, and that's fine. I feel like everybody has different preferences when it comes to that, but it works very well for us. And so oftentimes we will only gift money, sometimes some money and a little thing on the side, but sometimes if we know that the person is wishing for something specific, we might even take them along or ask them to show us a picture or whatever, so we can buy specifically that, just so that we can make sure that the person gets exactly what they want. Yeah, side tangent. So that much for gifts from other people. Now, before I get into what I gifted to myself, I also want to mention something that my dad lent to me, which is a series of books about the Dark Crystal. It's, as far as I understand it, the very thing that I already saw in the Netflix series, but I still want to read them. I really, really love the Dark Crystal, so yeah. I wanted to mention that because I'm really excited for that. I can't decide, do I read this first, or Harry Potter in English, or actually the books that I got last year for Christmas, which is Fairy Tales from Brothers Grimm, the complete collection basically. And I haven't read it, and I really feel like reading it now, so I have 3 options to choose from currently. I have to think about that. Yeah, what I got for myself. First of all, I also got myself some perfume. I have gotten into perfumes recently, actually. Like, I've had one for a while now, and then I bought a second one. Both are from the drugstore. One is discontinued, unfortunately, because I love that one. And now I've gotten myself 2 new ones, and one of them, the Fruity Honey, is actually one that I also got from my mum. And then she also has a gingery one, and I got myself a floral one. My mum despises floral scents, so she does not like it. Although she mentioned that she didn't find it as offensive as some other floral smells. Scents. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I got myself 2 perfumes, and I got myself a puzzle. I actually really love puzzling, but I don't have that many puzzles. Which is to say, currently I have 0 puzzles. Well, now I have 1, because I got rid of the last one that I kept. My old ones were just 50 or 100 pieces, so not that challenging for an adult. And I had one with 1,000 pieces, but I didn't like it that much. Fun fact, I got it for birthday when I was, I think, 12. And I have puzzled it at least 3, maybe 4 times while listening to audiobooks. But it was a fairy in an orange dress, and it was in a painting style that I don't particularly like, so I kind of did it for the challenge more so than because I enjoyed the puzzle itself. Yeah, so I got rid of that one, gave it away, and got myself a new one. I may or may not get myself more puzzles in the future. Maybe I'll wish for another one for my birthday or something. I'm not sure yet, but I got myself one that I happened to stumble across on Amazon, because the picture in it is a picture I saw years ago on the internet, and I really like that picture because it's like a witch's kitchen, and I like that aesthetic. And I was like, this is a puzzle? So I had to get it. So this is my first puzzle in quite some time, and I'm really excited to do it while listening to some audiobook. I've gotten so many audiobooks over the last 3 to 4 years, and I haven't actually listened to one of them. I always listen to the old stuff over and over again. It's a thing, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new puzzle. And hold on, I've got to adjust the camera. Okay, I'm sorry, the camera just keeps turning because of the cable from the microphone. I don't know what that's about. I haven't found a way to fix it yet, but I think it will work for now. Anyway, because I was slowly walking into my cupboard. That's not so great. Anyway, yeah, that was the puzzle. And I got myself a manga collection that I had my eyes on for years at this point. And this Black Friday sale, again on Amazon, I'm so sorry, it happened to be on sale and was way off. So I finally got it. And I'm so happy. I'm so excited. It's called Nichiyu. And I watched the anime over 10 years ago. It was recommended by a classmate. And it's so funny. I got myself a DVD box set a while ago, and I still haven't gone around to actually watch them. I don't know. there are people who get new stuff and they immediately engage with it, and then there are people like me who get new stuff and think, I have so much stuff I should engage with, so I'm not going to engage with it now, and it just gets onto the pile with stuff that I should engage with. So yeah. Anyway, I got myself the manga collection, and I'm super excited. I have already decided that I'm not going to read it now because I have already my 3 options that I told you about. But I feel like it's a manga, so it's a comic, so I can just read it after work, like probably an entire book a day. So whatever, I will get around to it. And yeah, it's now just part of my little manga collection. I don't have that many mangas actually, because it's not easy to get them sometimes. Like, I would love to have the entirety of Bleach, but it's really hard to get, actually. At least in Germany. I don't know, maybe it's different in other countries. And I also loved Naruto, and I have some of the DVDs. But it's such a huge manga, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't think I love it enough to have the entire manga. I don't know if that makes sense. I have the Junji Ito collection as far as it's out. I always get myself the new ones. And there are still some other mangas that I want to get at some point, like Monster. And I want to get the DVD collection as well, because it's finally out in German. I've watched it on Netflix, and I really, really would love to read the manga. I haven't yet. And Blam, I want that entire manga. And I saw it in hardcover, but then it was sold out. Like, the first volume of the hardcover was sold out. The other ones I could still get, but I can't get all the other hardcover volumes if I can't get the first one as a hardcover volume. So I think I'll just have to set aside money for that. And when they're all available, I'll just buy them all, which will be insanely expensive. But I can't just buy them one by one, because what if one of them is out of stock and never comes back? I have not checked if the first one is back in stock yet. It might not be, honestly. It might not be. I don't know. Terrifying. Because there's a hardcover option. I want the hardcover. If there is a hardcover, I want the hardcover. We'll see about that. But yeah, I have my eyes on some mangas still. But I finally got Nichijou, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. So yeah, that's about it. I hope I didn't forget about anything. I'm not quite sure. If I have, I'll just insert some audio and a clip of the thing. But I think I've gotten around to everything. Yeah, but it was an exciting Christmas. I am very happy with what I got. I am also very happy with what I was giving other people, because they were really happy about it. My dad's girlfriend at first didn't believe that I make them myself, because apparently she did not remember in that moment that I do crochet. Mainly because I started years ago, and then the thing with my hands happened where I couldn't use them as much, so I didn't crochet for quite some time, and now my crochet looks way worse than it did before. Like, I have to really get back into it and get that whole intuition for the tension and stuff back. But I think I've gotten to a point where it's fair to give it as a gift. It could be better, but in the meantime I had way worse attempts because of my whole hand stuff and not getting any repetition in the motion and tension stuff, and it's the whole thing. If you do crochet, you probably know what I'm talking about, because it's probably the same for knitting. Like, you just have to be consistent about the tension that you apply, and if you haven't done it in a while, chances are you might not be able to find your groove and what you're comfortable with holding for a while. So yeah, but I think I'm really getting back into it, and I love doing it. And for 2026 I want to start way earlier with crocheting for Christmas, so I can do more crochet gifts, because, you know, the baking went kind of wrong, as you saw in my last vlog. I'm sorry, I just hit the mic, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. when this goes up, I also hope you had a good start to your new year. I wish you a good time and good health and all the stuff that we need, well, all the time, but that we tend to wish each other for a new year. Yeah, if you want to, you can tell me what you got for Christmas or what you were most excited for around Christmas, or that you are really excited about for the new year or something in the comments. I'd love to read it. Yeah, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!